Chère Cecilia Wikström, merci beaucoup d'avoir accepté d'être mon invitée d'honneur pour la newsletter du mois de novembre sur ton travail sur un dossier extrêmement important pour les Européens, pour la solidarité européenne, pour la responsabilité entre États membres et qui est la réforme de Dublin, the Dublin Regulation. About this very important draft. Can you tell us what is the content, the major point on this regulation, on this revision? C'est la révision du système de Dublin. C'est très très important pour donc les migrations en Europe et la solidarité en Europe. You can speak English.
Thank you very much.
But you can try to speak French a little bit if you arrive.
Mais comme je suis en train d'apprendre la langue française, je voudrais bien m'expliquer en français, mais c'est trop technique et trop difficile en ce moment-là. Alors, je vais parler anglais. So to work on the revision of the Dublin system is very necessary because in 2015 it collapsed. With a big influx of people coming to Europe through Italy and Greece, mainly Greece, and they were never registered into the Eurodac register, and they just relocated themselves. They went wherever they wanted to go, and they ended up in 5 of the 28 countries. In Germany, Sweden, Austria, and 2-3 more, and 23 countries did this much, or nothing at all. So we need now to make sure that for the first time in history, the Dublin instrument is turned into an instrument for European solidarity, where each and every member state takes its fair share of the responsibilities. So it means that Germany will not take 1 million, Sweden will not take 165,000, but rather 40,000. But countries such as Lithuania and Croatia will not take 25 persons, but rather 4,000 or 5,000. And
yes.
So we are evening out this. And Natalie, it's
But
strange.
on the road of Balkans, all the people who were in migration want to go to Sweden and wanted to go to Alemania, they said. What about this obligation or not?
Yeah.
Can they choose the destination in the Dublin regulation?
In the text we have now, they can choose between 4 countries. The 4 countries that took the lowest number before. But since the quota is based on GDP and population, richer countries like Germany will still have to take a few, but those countries that did very little will really have to step it up and take their fair share of the responsibilities. And you know, Natalie, it's interesting because this is the number 1 priority when Eurobarometer have discussed and asked people in every member state, what is it that the European Union should do jointly, together, where every country needs to participate? People point out migration, climate change, combating terrorism, and those are the top priorities. So if we cannot deliver on this, we are not giving a good image of what European Union is. It's not fair. And in France, as well as in Sweden and Germany and Belgium and other countries, solidarity means that every country does its homework, takes its share of the responsibilities. In some countries, like the Visegrad countries, solidarity means that richer countries should provide money for the poorer countries. So this is a discussion where we need to start.
With the member states,
Yes.
because now we are at the beginning, after the marvelous and very difficult work of you in the European Parliament. Now it's the beginning of the trilogue, c'est-à-dire la discussion avec le Conseil des États membres to find a good équilibre between what they want and what we want
Yes.
for the
Let me
year.
explain. I think it's a very interesting figure, Natalie, that I managed to gather a broad majority of this institution, the European Parliament, with groups such as the PPE, the Conservatives and Christian Democrats, the Socialists and Democrats, the Liberal and Democrats, the Greens,
yes.
and the left group. So 5 big groups are on board, which means that all together we represent a majority of the 751 members, and we represent in Europe as such more than 220 political parties together. I find it interesting that I have managed to unite all these groups, but
It's
Council,
the first time on
for the
this
first
topic.
for the first time in history,
Yes.
but Council, member states, 28 ministers did not manage to unite on one position. I'm waiting for that, and I'm ready, ready to open the negotiations and to move on, because we need a common European asylum system, because European citizens have asked us to deliver, and now it's up to us to deliver. I'm
Thank
committed,
you.
and so are you.
Thank you very much, Cecilia. Thank you for all this work, very important, and you have all my support and of a lot of people. Thank you very much.
Together we are very strong.
Thank you.